Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you're staying safe and well during this time. I realize many of you may not be able to get to a gym. So these 5 videos that I put together are basically replicating what we might do in the gym, but at home. We're gonna use bands, resistance bands, and tubular bands. Now, if you've got access to these, great. If not, I've got them available on my site. You can check out the link in the description below. But these are really great for a couple of reasons. One, resistance bands, we range from sort of 35 pounds up to 125, so definitely some resistance there. And then these tubular bands, which have handles attached to them, and I kind of link them all together. These total about 110 pounds total resistance. So definitely enough that we can make use of some heavy resistance within our routines. And this video is all about chest and triceps. 5 exercises for chest, 3 for triceps, many of which you'd recognize that we might do in the gym. So let's dive right into today's video. We're gonna start off with a warm-up. So let's take a look at the first warm-up movement. And for this one, we're gonna focus on the chest. So I take one of the lighter resistance bands and loop it around the chin-up bar here. Take my hands on the inside of the band, gripping lightly with the outside, and then stepping forwards with my arms stretched out, palms facing upwards. It's a really great stretch on the chest. You can even take it down onto a knee, into a lunge position to increase that stretch. Similar one here also for the chest. I'm taking an overhand grip with the band resting on the outside of my arm, and then stepping forwards and rotating away from the band, feeling that stretch coming from a sort of locked and loaded position in the arm. We're then going to open out the arm, still gripping on the inside of the band, and back down to the knee, turning away from our shoulder to further increase the stretch around the pectoral. All about breathing here. Focus on deep breaths in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Now let's take a look for the triceps. So I've got the band hooked around my heel, in a grip on the band, elbow up by my ear, long stretch down the tricep there. I can use my free hand just to mobilize and increase that stretch. Final stretch for the chest here, using one of the lighter resistance bands. I'm just pulling it apart, keeping constant tension, and then moving my arms back and forwards. Great mobilization and stretch around the shoulders and the chest. Okay, so let's get started on the first of our 8 movements. And for this one, it's a resistance band push-up. So you can see I've kind of looped that band around my back and my palms, so I'm in a standard push-up position, but as I press up, taking my chest away from the floor, that resistance band is starting to stretch out, providing the resistance I need additional to my body weight. So you can increase the amount of resistance by adding further bands or by taking your hands wider apart. Tons of variation here. Our second exercise, you see I've looped the resistance band around a fixed vertical pole, and similar to one of our warm-up movements, I grip the band, step forwards, and I'm mimicking a single arm upper chest press here. So what's great about this is I can step into the extension, and then as that band comes back down, I can continue to move forwards if I choose to further increase that stretch and the resistance on my chest. So about 30 seconds on each arm, really easy to perform a set on one, change over to the other for 30 seconds. Chest fly here. So I'm using the tubular bands, all 5 of them attached to a handle on each end. That's about 110 pounds resistance here, which increases the further away from that fixed point I move. So one of the reasons I've got the bands fixed around that vertical pole and not just my back is because I can increase the resistance by stepping forwards and lessen it by stepping back again. Another great feature about these bands is that I can further decrease the resistance by uncoupling some of those tube bands. So it's like performing a drop set or even a strip set in the gym, where you can keep going until you reach fatigue, take off an amount of resistance, and then quickly get back to that movement. So what we're seeing now is the equivalent to a chest pullover, which you would normally use a dumbbell or a barbell. I'm laying on my back, knees bent, and then keeping my arms straight and pretty much locked out except a slight bend in the elbow. I'm exhaling and pulling that band all the way towards my waist, basically.
Then as I take my hands back over my head, it's a great stretch around the serratus anterior, as well as the chest, and also in the lats as well. So you'll see this exercise used a couple of times throughout this workout series. Our last one for chest here. Again, I've got the tubular bands looped around a fixed vertical point, a little bit lower this time. I'm in a lunge position, able to keep myself sturdy and balanced here, and performing a incline chest press. So a bit of a fly motion in here as well, working the shoulders and also the upper region of the pectorals. This is one of my favorite within this entire workout series. Definitely worth giving this one a try. And again, you can uncouple the bands or increase the resistance by moving forwards. So now let's take a look at triceps. And for this one, we're basically replicating a tricep press down. I'm using one of the thicker, heavier resistance bands looped around that chin-up bar. And what's great about this is, depending on where I place my hands, whether it's higher up, closer to that loop, or lower back down, I'm actually increasing or decreasing the amount of resistance. So much like you would with a cable press down, you can select the weight with this one, easy transition to increase or decrease that resistance. Our second tricep exercise here is an overhead extension, one that we might perform in the gym with a dumbbell. Here I have one of the medium resistance bands hooked around my heel, and I have both hands with an underhand grip, upper arms fixed at the side of my head, and I'm just flexing and extending at the elbow. Actually, this gives a really great stretch and plenty of resistance. So a couple of options to either increase or lessen the resistance here. Our third and final tricep movement, a little bit more of a unique one here, similar to a bicep curl, except I have the band behind my head and I'm using an overhand grip, extending my arm, flexing at the elbow. Great stretch and great amount of resistance for the tricep. So make sure you perform this on each side, 20, 30 seconds, slow, controlled, focus on your breathing and really feel the muscle being worked.
So there we have it. Whether you perform this workout in a circuit style manner, one set of each exercise and then repeat, or you want to perform as 2 or 3 sets each exercise, either increasing the amount of time that you perform in that movement for, or you might want to change the color of the bands, moving up to increase the resistance like you would do in the gym using weights. You should be able to get the whole thing done in about 30 minutes, depending on how many sets or total circuits you might do. But if you give it a try, let us know your time below, comment in the description. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe, notification bell, and just leave some comments for some other exercises or muscle groups that you might like to see as well. We've got back and biceps. Today is all about chest and triceps. We've got legs, lower body. I've got abs and shoulders, and then video number 5 is just a full body circuit core conditioning, so you can hit every major muscle group in one workout. All right guys, once again, keep washing your hands, stay safe, practice social distancing. I'll be back for more videos real soon. We'll see you there. Take care.
Hey, what's up everyone? I'm currently working on some programming for my next app, 640 Train. Named 640 because there's about 640 muscles in the body, and this app will literally embody all of my programming from your usual workouts in the gym, including cardio, weight loss, abs, as well as at-home workouts and minimal equipment, which is what I'm working on now. So this app is currently available in the App Store for iOS. So if you have an iPhone, click on the link in my description, go download the app, and we're gonna have an exclusive program available for those who pre-order during this month. So go check it out, and we've got a ton more programs coming soon, so take care. See you soon.